Hi everyone, thought I'd do a video, and today I thought I would do the Booktube Survey of 2013. So this tag was created by Cambria at Cool Beans Books, and I thought I would just go ahead and try out her tag. And I'm sorry this isn't in like really 2013. Right now it's 2014, and I meant to do this tag like way before, but my answers are from 2013. I wrote them all down, I just didn't film it yet. So yeah, that's how this is all playing out. So yeah, I'm just gonna, do this tag anyway. It looked like a lot of fun, and let's just get right into it. So my favorite character of the year is Augustus Waters from The Fault in Our Stars by John Green, and he is just so cute and so funny, and he's just a really happy person, and I'm just really it just was really refreshing in that sort of book because it was a really sad book, but they weren't acting all sad because of the cancer thing, and they just made the best of what they had, and it was just really nice to see that. My least favorite character of the year is Jack Hyde from 50 Shades of Grey series, and he's sort of a douchebag. So yeah, that's the reason why he's my least favorite character. In a way, I sort of do like his character because it goes really well with the book, and it sort of just makes conflict, but at the same time, he's just a douchebag. Alright, so the two books that I enjoyed this year are 50 Shades Darker by E.L. James and Divergent by Veronica Roth. I really like 50 Shades because it's really out there and it's really different from some books. It's more adult, and it's one of the few adult books that I have read that I really like. And I don't know, I just want to get more into adult books. I still really like YA, it's my favorite genre, but I think I should really get into adult books because this is a really good book, and it's just, the characters are so awesome, and it just fits all together, and it shows real life things that could happen, and it's just a really nice book, and I just love it. As for Divergent, it was just so amazing. I couldn't believe that this was such an amazing world. Like, I read this in 4 days, so obviously I really enjoyed this book, and I just ate it all up with my eyeballs, and I wanted to read the second and third books right away. I actually own them, but I didn't want to like go and just go through the whole thing and all in one go. So that's the reason why I haven't read the second or third book yet, but I really did enjoy this, and I want to finish the trilogy this year. So the next question is the two books that you hated. I don't exactly hate these books because I really do like them, but I was a little bit iffy with them, so that's why I'm going to show them. And they are Poison by Sarah Pinborough and The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness. Now, Poison, the reason why I was a little iffy with Poison was because of the ending. It was a really tragic sort of ending, and it just made me sort of iffy towards it for a while. I wasn't sure if I really liked the book or not, but later on I decided that I really did like the book because it was really unique, and it was a story told so nicely, and it's an adult book. It's just really nice, and even though it is tragic, I do sort of like tragic books, so this is one of the reasons why I like it. But I was a little bit iffy with it at first, so that's why I'm putting it in this sort of category. And as for The Knife of Never Letting Go, I was iffy when reading it. I don't know, I was into it, but I wasn't into it. It's sort of hard to say because there was just so much happening in this book. I don't know, maybe it was because of that reason, or maybe it was because I had such an amazing month before I read this book. Because I had so many amazing books that I read in, I think it was September, and then I think I read this in October. I'm not sure. But I had a really good reading month the month before I read this. And I think that's the reason why I was a little bit like iffy towards it, maybe because I had such a good reading month and then I sort of shut down, maybe. I don't know, it was a little bit weird, but yeah, I really like this book now. And now that I've been reading the second book, it's just a really, really nice book, and I just love it now. And I'm getting so into the series, it's like insane. That's a good thing. I mean, 2 iffy books and then you end up liking them. That was really lucky. So my favorite book to movie adaptation is The Book Thief, and I just loved it so much. I watched it during winter break and it was just so amazing. The ending was a little bit not as good as the book, but obviously the movie isn't going to be as good as the book. So it was just so amazing. The actors were so insane. And the thing is, like, I was like I didn't imagine the actors that were being played as the ones that were in my head, I guess, when I was reading it. So seeing different characters act out, but it was just so amazing at the same time. They pulled it off so well. It was just really, really amazing. And that's why I really love this book to movie adaptation. It was so amazing. And I have like no words for this. I am so excited that this book was made into a movie, and it was just so great. And you guys should really read this book and then go watch the movie because it was so amazing. Obviously it wasn't as good as the book, but it was still pretty good. So you guys really need to like get into this book and get into this world and go watch the movie because it is just so insane how it was able to be put on screen. So my least favorite book to movie adaptation is called City of Bones. So unfortunately, I didn't really like the movie as much as I thought I was going to. I was a little bit rolling my eyes in the movie because it was just, they just twisted it around so much that it isn't the same as the book exactly. Like, there were so many changes, and I don't know, I didn't really like those changes as much. But the thing is, I really do like the movie. It's just that I don't think it is the best that it could have been. Like, it's just all over the place, and I think it should have been a little bit better, and I don't think there should have been as much changes as there was. But it was still a really good movie. It was still amazing, and I am happy that I got to watch the movie. It's just that it wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. The book that I am really excited for the year of 2014 is called The One. It's by Kira Cass. It is the 3rd book in the Selection trilogy, and I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, it's like it's the one. I'm no pun intended. It is the one book that I am so excited. Like, there are many other books that are coming out this year that I'm going to be excited for as well, but I am just so excited because it took me like 2-3 days or something to read the other 2 books each. So I'm just so excited. It was such a good book, and it was so fast-paced. It's something that I really needed, and it was just so good, and I am so excited for the release. So the next question is a new author that you have found, and I actually found 2. I can't just choose one of these 2 because they're just so awesome. John Green and Marcus Zusak. John Green from The Fault in Our Stars, and Marcus Zusak, who wrote The Book Thief. And they are just so amazing. Those are like the 2 books that have really made my year, and they're just really amazing authors, and I really want to read more of their work and just get myself in more of their worlds that they make, and they're just amazing authors. Okay, so the next question is my favorite couple of the year. I actually have 3 couples. I can't just choose one of these guys either because they're so awesome. The first one is Hazel and Augustus from The Fault in Our Stars. They are so cute together, and I don't know, there's just something about it that just makes it such an amazing connection between the 2 of them, and they're just so happy together. despite the fact that they both have cancer, and it's just a really happy and sad sort of book. The next couple is Christian Grey and Anastasia Steele from the 50 Shades trilogy. They're a really interesting pair because Anastasia is sort of like clumsy and like sort of confident but unconfident at the same time, I guess. And then Christian Steele is really confident, but he has like this inner self that's just really nice, that it just comes out in the books, and it's just really, they're just an amazing couple. And the last couple is Liesl and Rudy from The Book Thief. The Book Thief is amazing, and one of the reasons why is because of these two characters. They're so cute together. Like, all of these couples I'm talking about, they're so cute together. I cannot choose between any one of them because it's just, there's something about Liesl and Rudy that I just really, really enjoy, because they're just two little kids that are just trying to get the best out of life despite the fact that they are in hard times, and they're just trying to make the most of it. And it's just really cute how they interact and how they spend their time together. You can tell that they really belong with one another, and it's just they're just an amazing couple. Alright, so my least favorite couple of the year is Mackie and Tate from The Replacement by Brennan Jovanoff, and there's just something about it that just really bothers me, that having them together, it just doesn't seem like much of a match. Like, it seems like the kind of, like, I cannot explain this. There's just something about them being together that I just don't like. So the next two questions are your favorite and least favorite book to TV adaptations. I have not watched any book to TV adaptations, so I don't have any choices or anything to choose from or to tell you, because I haven't watched any. So I'm just gonna go to the next question, which is on new booktubers that you have met. And since this is my first year being an actual YouTube booktuber type thing, I'm gonna just say everyone, because I have met so many people throughout the whole time that I've been a booktuber, and it's just so amazing to have so many awesome people together as one, watching each other's videos, commenting, and just like, I don't know, it's just like one big family, and it's just really nice to have other people to talk to about books that you like, the same ones that you like, or just anything like that, like books that you would recommend, books that others have liked that are recommending to you, and you do the same to them. It's just a really nice community to be in. Next question is a new book habit that I have formed, but I can't really think of any book habits that I've recently formed, so I'm just going to tell you one that I have had for as long as I remember. I pretty much carry a book around wherever I go. If I don't have a book, I will usually have my Kobo with me. So I tend to bring one of the two around, or sometimes both. And I don't know, I just feel like if I have any time that I don't have anything to do, which I do tend to have that situation, I'll have something to do, and it's just really convenient, and I get more into books that way as well. So the next question is a question that Miranda from Books 101 came up with, and it is, what is your favorite trilogy / series that you have come to really enjoy this year? So me being me, I have way too many that I just have to put out there for you guys, because I can't just choose one of these series at all. So the first series is the Selection series, which I love. I like devoured these books with my eyes pretty much in like 2-3 days, maybe 4 possibly. Somewhere around that, but I devoured them like insanely fast. So the next series that I really enjoyed this year was the 50 Shades trilogy. I only read the first 2 books, but they are really good and really addicting. There's just something about this book that really makes me get into it. This is not just a porn book. There's so many people that are like, oh, it's just all about sex and all of that, but it's not just about sex. There's a really amazing story in here, and it's just so beautiful, and it's so different from what I usually read, and it's just a really amazing series. So the next series that I really enjoyed this year is called Delirium, and it is by Lauren Oliver, and it's just such a good series. I think I finished it in like within about a month, 30 days, something like that, maybe less than that, I think. But it was just such a good series, and I just wanted to read it all in one go. It was just so amazing. As soon as I finished Delirium, I picked up Pandemonium, and then as soon as I was like so close to the ending, I was like, I need the 3rd book, and I need it like right now. It's just such a good series. The reason why it's just such an amazing book is because even though it is about love, at the same time, it's not just about loving the person that you're going to be with the rest of your life. It's about loving the people around you. And the final series that I'm going to share with you guys that I really enjoyed in the year of 2013 is called Hex Hall. It is a trilogy, and it is by Rachel Hawkins, and it is an amazing series, and I like read right through it within, I think, 4 days, something like that. It was like an average of 4 days or less. And for like each book, I was hoping to read all 3 of the books by the Booktubeathon. I read the first 2, and then I waited for a week until the Booktubeathon so I could read the 3rd one, so I could like complete a challenge of finishing a series, which I did, which is awesome. And it was just such an amazing series to get into. It was really fast paced. It was just an amazing, cute little read. So the question that I decided to add to this tag was, what character would you like to live as? And the character I would like to live as is Beatrice / Tris. It was really interesting to see her in 2 different settings, and they were just so different from one another. It just seems like a really interesting sort of life to live, so I think I would sort of like to try to live her life. Alright, so that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So bye. Beatrice